Well, hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Blue Gamer Bluecast morning show. I'm your host, Adam Blue, 30 plus year video game enthusiast and industry insider, gamer player doesn't sound right, but no, good to see you. And yeah, Chris, I see those chats already. Poor Jaffe, the grifters are pulling their DS. Yeah, and part of me really wants to stay out of that, but I do feel bad. I have this injustice complex. Like when I think people are treated badly, I feel like I need to defend them. Oh yeah, thanks for that. Yeah. Oh, actually, I forgot to turn on the chat thing. Yeah, I like that I can kind of show the Christmas tree in a way right outside my office. This is the first time we put it there. It's a little smaller space, but because our front door is nearby. That oh man, the perspective on this. The front door is back that way, and it opens and has like a window so people could see the tree. But anyway, no, the thing with David Jaffe is those. Yeah, I know we call them grifters, but I think it's almost the same issue with saying something is woke, because that doesn't really mean anything anymore, because that term is just being applied to anything. I would prefer, and I'm gonna call into one of Jaffe's shows to kind of explain, I think, how we should be sort of categorizing, and labels are a problem, but they're culture YouTubers, call out culture, because all the videos are about are calling out other people's opinions in a negative light, and what that does is it's calling people to then sort of come together and continue to call that person out. Go to his Twitter, and the problem is Sungrand Studios, Smash JT, all these, I now consider them call-out YouTubers, call-out culture YouTubers. They originally started with good intent, where they were calling out things that were legitimate to call out. But I think that got them the taste of success, and they doubled down on it. Like Sungrand Studios for a while was doing it pretty fun until it got to the point where I think recently started calling out YouTubers, where it's like, wait, I thought you were a video game YouTuber. I would say grifting falls under tabloids, which they're pulling tabloid moves. Yeah, I guess, but I think it's the same thing like woke. Like, I try not to call things woke anymore because it's lost its meaning. And same with grift. Like, grift is trying to get money by lying to people. And it's not necessarily that they're lying or making up stuff. They're just calling out someone's opinions as negative, when that whole philosophy of discussion of one's opinions, the fact that people are then living in this world where it's about reacting to people's opinions, that gets so meta negative. Like it's beyond being a grift. It's more of a psychological issue that actually stems from social media, and because with the woke thing, like, woke is kind of a good term in a way, because it's supposed to be you're aware, you're awake to things that should be known, standard, discussed. But then woke started turning into, oh, that's woke, and it's like, well, no, I think you're kind of misinterpreting what's going on. It's in like Jaffe said, the nuance is lost in a lot of this stuff. I feel bad for him, but anyway, Civil Scotia should be the normal instead of the sad rarity. Yeah, exactly, Chris. That's exactly the problem. And you'll see people like Jaffe, or even me. It's not like he's a lot more successful than me, so I'm not trying to compare in that capacity, but like even my Gundam Explained channel, it's not like exploding super fast like you see these call-out culture YouTubers, but I try not to do call-out culture. I try not to talk about drama, talk about someone else's opinions in a negative light, to state an opinion on my stream that's negative about someone else. And so because I do that, my growth is smaller. And overall, Jaffe, for as long as he's been doing it, his growth isn't as big because he doesn't get into that. So I hope, though, with what's going on right now, he's at ease and it doesn't bother him, but he can at least maybe get some traction on his channel. Yeah, so, yeah, crazy stuff. Hey, morning, Ultronymous, you might like today's show. Yeah, let's dive in this real quick, because I'm going to actually show off 2 Dreamcast games that it unlocked a memory that they existed and I just never played them. I was a huge Dreamcast fanboy, and I would even back in the day, import Dreamcast games, and then they would end up coming out here sometimes. To start, Exophase, I only played one game yesterday, and it was Godzilla on PS3. I cleared King of Kaiju mode for the first time. I cleared King of Kaiju mode in 10 minutes or less and 8 minutes or less. It's the second time I had played it. First time I just got destroyed, and then once I upgraded Godzilla enough, I can go back and play, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah, just put more time into it. That's really all I did. To be honest, I had some crazy, I guess they're considered seasonal allergies, an allergy breakout yesterday where I was just constantly sneezing, constantly had a runny nose. I think I have remnants of the discomfort today, but I don't feel bad. So my fear was it would turn into a sinus infection. In fact, there was a Christmas party I was supposed to go to yesterday. And it was just, there would be no way. I'd be there sneezing, looking all swollen, and oh man. Okay, so yeah, all I did yesterday was, no, there's more I did, and we'll get to that here in a second. I wanted to talk about some news. This is the biggest one, and it is sad. Ubisoft kills XDefiant and closes studios in San Francisco and Osaka. So, XDefiant, I think, was a good game. It just came out at the wrong time. You know, it's almost like too late. I think the reason XDefiant worked was because it was another Call of Duty. Instead of being another Battle Royale, instead of being another hero shooter, it was another Call of Duty. Wasn't XDefiant good? Yeah. And Chris is bringing up a good point. Yeah, when you have COD and it's on Game Pass and you know, it's hard when you're talking to other people about playing a shooter online. It's like, hey, XDefiant. It's like, well, I got COD. Or someone's like, what's XDefiant? I have Call of Duty, and it's hard. I get it. But yeah, Ultramarines, it was good. It was a well-made one of those games. I didn't play it a lot because I also had COD, but just it's one of those things, wrong time. If this was like any earlier, like if it was before COVID especially, I think it would have taken off. It's too bad. Again, I have this soft spot for Ubisoft, and, the thing I was just talking about with Chris earlier, it's like these people online like to call out Ubisoft for a lot of stuff, but it's not like, I think they're one of the good guys when it comes to big publishers. Big publishers do a lot worse, like EA, Activision, but now it's folded into Xbox, so, yeah, and I was just playing COD, last week for Thanksgiving, and I got to get back to it. I do. Let's look at some other news real quick, and then I might just get into what I want to. So Stalker 2 gets a new patch fiction. So I'm going to jump back into Stalker 2. I really want to play it some more, but the bugs I encountered were a little much. I don't necessarily stop playing a game due to bugs, but this one for sure, because it would just freeze up for a while. It'd do something I've never seen another game do. Let's see. Yeah, real quick, gonna just see if there's anything else. Nintendo's postponing public alarm sales in Japan. Interesting. Stock shortages, okay. Oh, yeah, and I don't know if we'll come across it. Let's see. There was an internal memo. I might have to look at that. Let me look at, switch to leaks. Let me see if they have... And I wish okay, here we go. Yeah, that's kind of what I was looking for here. So the quality looks bad, but I think that can happen. But you can see enough where it looks like it's a better grip for the Joy-Con, and we've heard that in the rumors. It's a little bigger, especially the joystick where the trigger is, and I think that's needed. The Joy-Con was a cool idea, could be a little bigger. And then what also leaked was, and I don't know if it's on this, was designs for a case for the Switch 2. And it had a bulky back end where those trigger areas would be. So it looks like they are. They could be accurate. I like the idea that it looks like a little bit of a beefier Switch. I think that's the direction they need to go to. I wonder if there's going to be anything else about it to make it stand out, to be like, oh yeah, that's for sure a Switch 2 we're looking at. And I don't know if that's going to cause issues. I just thinking back to the Wii and Wii U. I thought the Wii U was great, but yeah, people just didn't. Yeah, the Wii U was ahead of its time because I had younger kids then, and I remember when I was wanting to play Bayonetta, and I think they were using the TV or something. So I was sitting at the kitchen table with my youngest, and I had the Wii U gamepad, and I was playing Bayonetta or something like that. Anyway, there's that. Yeah, let's see if this. Let's see. Over the past few weeks, I've had a chance to read the results of Ubisoft's XP 2024 survey. The vast majority of you participated. The response rate was over 86%. Okay. Let's see. I'm doing everything I can to help us regain momentum so that we can continue to make Ubisoft a key player in our industry, a creator known for its unique and exceptional video games. Yeah, and you know what? The sad thing to me is Outlaw's not taking off like it should have. I hope, and it might not even happen, I would want a sequel. I need to play the Outlaws DLC that came out, but I would want to see. In fact, so this is how much fun Outlaws is to me. I was paying for the Ubisoft, $17 a month. I decided to cancel that because I'm trying to minimize purchases, monthly recurring purchases. And I do want to buy it, and I'm going to just buy it on Steam, and it allows me to carry my save over, so that'll be good. Oh, Chris is saying it was good, but hackers got involved and there are just too many games. Yeah, also most people are sticking to their 5-6 year game investments. Yeah, it's really tough, especially for someone like me that does play a lot, so I would play XDefiant. It's just because there's other games to play, I'll then move on. It's really hard for me to just stick with one game. If it's single player, I might stick with it until I beat it. If it's multiplayer, it's rare for me, like, to stick with one. There's a few, like Star Wars Battlefront 2, played a ton of that. Gundam Battle Operation 2, played a ton of that. And then I guess a little bit of Call of Duty last year, but I didn't play a ton. So there's not really a multiplayer game that I'm really playing right now. Okay. There could be some other news, but I didn't see anything that was too crazy. I'm going to launch a game here. Let me see how I can get this to work. If it's this easy. All right, so I want to show you guys these two, and I'm kind of in the way of the first one, but I want to show you guys these two Dreamcast Godzilla games that, yeah, are pretty cool. Did you hear that the shift change leak on AC Shadows was a lie? Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm hoping they're just gonna stick with AC Shadows, what their plans were. That looks fun to me. Anyway, so yeah, this is a Godzilla game, Godzilla Generations on Dreamcast. Should I go to continue? I beat one level yesterday. So I will say this game had some cool ideas. In fact, it's almost similar to the PS3 and PS4 Godzilla games, because what this does the entire time is actually has it where the controller or the camera is always cinematic, which could be confusing. Luckily, there's a map up above, but sometimes if you're trying to see what you're doing, you can't. And what's cool is it's playing, you know, the classic Godzilla music. And then, yeah, you're just stomping around. And so, like, you see how you have that timer? And then as I'm hitting things, you see a percentage goes up. And that's kind of the thing here. When I beat the level last night, I only got like 90-something%. Because I think there's like trees, too, to knock down that aren't on the map. And some controls here are left trigger. Swings to the, yeah, that would be the left. Right trigger swings to the right. And then there's X, where he shoots his breath, and he has a little gauge at the bottom. I was like pointing at it as if you could see my finger. And then Y does a yell. And then I don't know what A does. Oh yeah, you can do a little like 180. Okay. So there's an A button, right? Like the button closest to your thumb on a gamepad, but it doesn't do anything unless I'm missing. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, okay, so you hold it down to do atomic breath. Okay, so that's something I missed the entire time yesterday, so let's do it again. Okay. Oh, and then I could turn while I'm doing it. Ah, that is good to know. I like how I'm figuring this stuff out. And then B. Oh, is B block or something? You just press it once, and he does that if you hold it down. Okay. But yeah, I think what's hard is you can't change the camera, unless you can, and I just... Oh, what was that? Oh, okay, that's that. You could use the D-pad if you don't want to use the analog stick. But I guess what I like about it is it does the thing where it's very... It's like a Godzilla experience because things move slow. It uses the camera angles to make it cinematic. But again, you would have to look at the map at the top and then follow around as you go. So, it's not that great. Oh, that scared me. But it's not bad either. Like, I hate to really just hate on it. I might give it more of a chance later. Let's check out the sequel, Godzilla Generations Maximum Impact. Now, this plays a lot different, and I actually like what it's doing here. So let's get this thing started. Also, there's no way for retro achievements yet or exophase to have some sort of thing, what do you call it? You know, to collect your data or profile sync for exophase. Maybe I can manually add that in. Okay. So let's start this one. This is a different game. Yeah, it looked like Biollante. In fact, that is the first boss on here. And it killed me, so maybe we'll go to that. Okay, so with this sequel, which was just came out a year later, I would say that the graphics are a bit better. And it controls differently. So, Godzilla moves automatically. And then what you do is you could just turn, you hold down, it's like Space Harrier in, you know, Panzer Dragon. Where, yeah, you want to do it early, though. And then you can change... Wait, what did I do? Oh, was B like a duck or something? Okay, Y changes the camera. Why? I don't know. Just because it doesn't seem to really have too much effect on the gameplay. Yeah, those guys... Yeah, I can't get them. But what's B doing? I think B is just a duck. And then... Oh, okay. So yeah, you see how it becomes like a shooter? In a way, or I know there's a specific name for these. Yeah, and see, I can't get those guys because I haven't got to them fast enough unless because you can like press and then let go. And then X is a roar. And then I can hold down, let me see if I can get it to work. I hold it down all the way. And then, I mean, that does quite a bit. So, interesting how, oh, and then, you can kind of turn a bit, but you can't turn, like, completely backwards. Then I can't, go to the top of the screen there. Let's see if there's any other interesting things. No, there's just where you can kind of... Yeah, and if you let go of the button as you charge it, it's like an instant... But, yeah, it's really hard to actually get... Wait, I wonder if I should just charge this up all the way. I didn't really kill them all. Alright, and then that's the level. So, interesting how they changed. Yeah, would have not guessed Godzilla would be an on-rail shooter. I guess, yeah, that's the best way to explain it. Thanks, Ultronimus. It's a rail shooter where it's just kind of going on your own, but there's still that sense of destruction. Check out this boss battle. I haven't beat the boss yet. Yeah, and it's Biollante. It took me a while to, by the time I figured out what to do, I died. And I was like, no, let me just try it again on stream tomorrow. And it's funny, there is an improvement to the graphics from the previous year's game. But I even still think for Dreamcast, it's not that great, but it's also better than PlayStation because Dreamcast is really good with the anti-aliasing. Although that looks good. This Biollante model looks good. Okay, so same kind of thing where, but you have to get the things before they get you. And that can be pretty tough. Oh, that hurt. Okay, I'm doing better than I was yesterday, because it's like you have to be fast. It really does remind me of, yeah, Panzer Dragoon, which, kind of a good idea, not gonna lie. Yeah, that thing took me out yesterday so easily. Okay, that didn't. There we go. Too bad it didn't get the other ones. Oh, there we go. Not cool. Nice, okay. Yeah, this is very much like an arcade game. Chris, did you ever play Super Godzilla on the SNES? I most likely did, and I don't remember it actually. I should actually go back. I'm glad you brought that up. That actually might be something I do, because I can get retro achievements. Again, I like that stuff because I can track where I am. Like with this, I don't know what I can track. Yeah, so I guess from what it seems like is, it's like an arcade game where you just start your run and then you go. There's not like a save point on any level. And because of that, it's like I'd like to be able to track, okay, how far have I gotten? You know what? It reminds me, just looking at the graphics like this, because I was playing that Raiden, I forgot the name of it, that new Raiden game, that the graphics aren't that great. It almost reminds me of this, and it's a survival-like. It would be fun to play a Godzilla survival-like, which this is almost like it, where you have things coming at you and you're... Okay, that didn't work. And you're constantly like blowing up the helicopters, jets, kaiju. Okay. Oh, okay. If I press the button after... Let's see, maybe I can get a whole bunch of these guys here. No? Oh, okay. So, what's cool though about this is, luckily this retains sort of like classic video game gameplay. I wish there was a way I could easily kill those guys nearby instead of just holding down. There must be more controls I'm missing. Because, yeah, there's where you could change... Oh my gosh, they are just... Through a stadium. Oh, Yeah, if I accidentally press the button again, it will reset what I was just doing. But I wonder if... Oh, there's some jets. I'm trying to figure out if I can... Okay, it does sometimes kill a target even if I didn't target it. Oh, is that like a tank on the ground in front of me I'm not seeing? Yeah. Okay, so I like that it's adding tanks and jets, not just helicopters. Okay, not too much more is happening around. That's interesting. There we go. That's a staple in Godzilla lore. Huh. Tank. Yep. Yeah, it's really hard to be quick enough to always get it. It's like you have to know the timing, or again, there's probably some other controls. Hey, what's up, Chad? Yeah, just playing this Godzilla Dreamcast game that only came out in Japan. All right, let's see what the second boss is. Any guess? I'm gonna guess King Ghidorah. Only because that was the one after Biollante. Oh, yeah. And then that would mean Mothra or Batra would be next. Yeah, it looks like they're going in order of the Heisei or Heisei era. Which makes me wonder if it would be a Mecha King Ghidorah. Let's do this. Oh no. Ah, there we go. Nice. Yeah, this is working out better than I... oh, I gotta hurry. No. Spoke too soon. You accidentally press the button again, it resets everything. Oh, I hit you. Oh, my health is almost completely depleted. Not looking good. Yeah, like with the Biollante battle, I learned that you just have to be really quick. And maybe it's Souls-like, where you have to, like, memorize. Okay, turn around. Ah, there we go. Oh, no. It's like it will hit you no matter what, unless I maybe have to do 2 hits on the head. But, no, that'll be it. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys these Godzilla Dreamcast games because I had never played them. Didn't even know, well, I knew they existed, but didn't even think of trying them now that, you know, emulators are a thing, which is pretty awesome now. Yeah, I hit the main head, but it was still charging and shooting. So I think it either is one of those things where I just have to do it multiple times, which means I probably have to memorize when he's going to do the charge up so I could hit him the first time, then hit him the second time. Because it seemed like at any time I'd hit the head, even though it was charging up, it was still hitting me. But yeah, I think that's it for today's episode of Blue Game Bluecast. All thanks for joining. It was cool to check out Godzilla. Sorry, XDefiant and Ubisoft. Hopefully you bounce back from that. But yeah, until next time, see you guys later.